Good morning. It's Friday, 4th October 2024. It's Vijay here. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre Market Commentary, where we discuss what happened yesterday and what is likely to happen today. And being a weekend, what is likely to happen over the next 1 week. So today's topic title is Trifecta of risks hitting us today. Now, what is this trifecta? Trifecta basically means three kinds of things. So now here we are talking of risks. So you are talking of three kinds of things. So the first risk which I have been mentioning is the deluge of IPOs. Now this bull market can come down by the deluge of IPOs is what I have been mentioning, and I think if you go by what the media talks about, we are going to see on 14th October we are going to see an IPO coming from Hyundai, which is about 25,000 crores, then followed by Swiggy, and then followed by many more IPOs. So if everything goes to plan, then we may have about 40,000 crores worth of IPOs in this month itself. That is before Deepavali, which is on November 1st. So that is a very big obstacle for the smooth functioning of this bull market. The second is the Middle East conflict. This came out of nowhere. I would have assumed that this is not a very big thing till Iran uncharacteristically went and bombed Israel. What that has done is that has opened up a very big air of uncertainty, where now US is supporting Israel to go and bomb the oil refineries of Iran. And now Iran is a very big supplier of oil, and if they do it, then I think what it will happen is not only the oil prices will go up, which has already gone up yesterday 5%, but a lot of countries will come into play, and who knows, the dreaded war can extend beyond the Middle East. The third risk which we are facing is the China's stimulus blitz. Now, China's stimulus blitz has helped in the short term metal companies and the companies which are dependent on China's well-being. Now, but it also has what it has done is it has removed the hot money from India. So yesterday you had a huge sell-off figure from FIIs. That is what is reflected in what happened yesterday. So this markets today is markets yesterday. So Nifty declined the fourth session. This is the single biggest session decline in almost 2 months. It slipped below 20 DMA, so it's got a lot of technical analysts worried. That is it also means Nifty 2 week low. But I had mentioned yesterday and in several other forums that this decline is par for the course, because this is exactly what happened in April, where the Nifty then declined more than 1,000 points. And in terms of percentages, we can still lose 200 points from here and still be within that parameters. But the only worrying thing which I'm having over what happened in April was that Israel has vowed to hit the refineries. That will bring in a lot of problems into the system. Last time, nothing like that happened. So that is what we don't know. So all major sectoral indices were in the red. Nifty Realty declined for the fourth session. Basically, everything was down. And Nifty Auto was down, though Mahindra and Mahindra, I think, will do well today. Again, please note that I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. These are my thoughts based on what facts are there. Yesterday, I think their newest model, Rocks, really rocked. So that model has got a lot of interest. So I think that will probably push up the four-wheeler stocks today. So Nifty IT sector was down, FMC was down, PSU was down, only metals were up. So that was the only saving grace yesterday. So FIs here, the hot money, just look at the number, 15,000 gone. The DIS tried their best at 13,000 crores, yet they could not, stave off the onslaught of selling. And selling essentially was concentrated in four or five index stocks: Reliance, HDFC Bank, L&T, and the Maruti. So those kind of heavyweights really got hit. Global equities overnight, Dow Jones was very volatile. So was S&P and Nasdaq. They all closed in the negative, but significantly off from their lows. FTSE was the strongest of the European Stock market, it did reasonably well to close only at zero point 0.1. DAX was again very volatile. CAC also was very volatile but closed at almost 1.32%. Commodities, oil suddenly shot up from 73 to 74 to 78 now, close to 78. And gold is struggling while silver crossed 32 after a very long time. So silver is the thing to watch. Again, we own silver and we are generally very bullish on silver vis-a-vis gold. So government announced something on a farmers' income and food security program, which is good for rural-based stocks. So you could have the Daburs of the world come back. And the edible oil mission worth 10,130 crores also has been announced, which will help Adani, I suppose, and ITC. So that is what they are thinking of, edible oil production. So I think ITC and Adani should well. Then, if you look at what happened exactly on the, so I will just share with you the NSE thing, which will give us some interest. Interest. See, yesterday the way the market fell, well, market rose in the initial this one, but after 2 o'clock it just died. At one point of time, the volumes were about 80,000 crores, but after 1:30, the volume just disappeared. So we had our 1.25 lakh crores, which is par for the course. If you look at advance declines, 2,200 declines versus 638 advances. The main winners were JSW Steel and ONGC. The losers were across the board. So there's nothing really which was spared yesterday on as far as the market was concerned. So we go in today and we have a weekend now. So I don't know what will happen over the weekend in terms of geopolitics. If that geopolitics hangover was not there, I would have been very confident that next week will be very, very good. I mean, nobody can say for certain, but at least my confidence level would have been much higher. And the probability of next week being very good would have been top of my mind, especially with the RBI policy coming up. And I expect RBI policy to be dovish. I wish they reduce interest rates, but I don't know. We are already behind the curve. If they reduce interest rates, it will just be exactly what they should be doing. But you never know with this RBI what they will stick on. And now you've got three new members who have just landed in. The previous three members were very dovish. Now we don't know exactly how hawkish or dovish these people are. So that is something which is a question mark. Personally, I'll be very, very cautious today and Monday, and then let us take it on Wednesday when the RBI policy came. Yesterday, I was quite bullish, but then I didn't expect the kind of barrage of selling which has come. Actually, that's not too bad in one sense because what you can say, the dirt is gone. We have survived FII selling in the past. We should do it. So we may open lower, but I think stability will come. But still, there will be nervousness because we are going into the weekend. So I personally, and with my mentees, I think we will be taking a very cautious view. We'll hardly be doing any trading today. Sometimes it's better not to trade, better to watch. This could be one of those days. So we will just observe today and Monday. So there is no issue on just watching also, but maybe a couple of small trades. So we survived yesterday somehow, but you never know. We never get lucky all the time. So whatever you do today, I hope you are safe and make some money. And thank you for joining me.